Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
This is our review of the Kidrobot Madballs Horror and Sci-Fi series.
Ha! You fell down that, didn't?
Oh good, my face ain't broke. Alright, so there's 6 of them there. The 6 that they've made. And they just came out recently. These are exclusive to Best Buy, and they are $9.99 each. And Kidrobot has been making some Madballs for this past year. They made some that were foam like this, about that size, but like just new versions of the classic Madballs. And they've also been making like little mystery mini keychains and blind box versions of Madballs. And they also make a larger vinyl figure that's about 5 or 6 inches wide. And other companies have been making them too. Now usually Madballs are just their own original characters, but this time they're mixing them with already established characters like Freddy and Jason and Leatherface, Predator, and the aliens. So that's pretty cool. It's not the first time that horror characters are made into balls, because when Madballs was popular a long time ago, there was a knockoff called Spitballs that had a Freddy and Jason. So it's not completely new, but still it's cool to get these because they look much better than those original ones did. But here's a look at the package, if you could call it that. It's basically just a net attached to a cardboard piece. There you can see the Madballs logo and a little artwork from it. That's cool. More artwork in the back. You see there's a lot of companies on here, which I was looking at, and there's Big Shot, Kidrobot. American Greetings owns the Madballs characters. It says right there, designed with monstrous glee. And NECA posted about this as if they made it in some way. I don't know if maybe they own Kidrobot. I think they might be associated with Kidrobot somehow. But to show you the art real quick, and there you can see the Freddy art. And there's the Jason art. Predator. Leatherface. Alien. And I already showed this one, but it's the Facehugger from Alien. Okay, let's open these up. There they are, all opened up. And I think they're pretty damn awesome. I'm really happy with them. There is one gripe that I have with Jason, but other than that, I really like them all. And I hope to make more. Like I said, Kidrobot recently released remakes of some of the classic Madballs from the 80s, but they made them a little bigger. The originals were about 3 inch. These are 4 inch. Which, when I first seen these, I thought these were the right size, but it's just because I'm grown up now. And I think my hands are bigger, so they seem like the right size. I don't have my originals anymore, but I did order one on eBay. He's kind of messed up, but you can see the originals were smaller. But back then, my hand would have been smaller, and it would have seemed about the same size. But there you can see the size difference. There's other companies like Just Play that are making ones that are like this size, but we're not talking about them right now. But yeah. That's cool that they made the originals, and they're also making new ones with these characters. But these are a Best Buy exclusive, which surprised me. It was Shane Pittman actually tagged me in a link saying that these were a Best Buy exclusive, which I had no idea. I just thought they're going to be out everywhere. And it also surprised me because I didn't think Best Buy really carried toys. So when I went there to get some, I found out they actually have a whole toy section now. What the hell? When did this happen? But I didn't see these on the shelves. I ordered them online to pick up at the store. And they had them in stock, but for some reason they're not on the shelf. I don't know what the deal is with that. So if you just go to the store looking for these, I might not have them on the shelf. You might have to order them online first like I did. I mean, they're at the store already. They could have them ready within an hour if it says they're in stock, but I don't know. Confusing shit. But anyway, let's go over these. Here's Leatherface. And these are a little bit stylized, so there's some things that aren't completely accurate to the character, and they make him a little more gross and disgusting, just to make him more Madball-like. But like how he's got the black eye right there. And over here is, like you can see, his real skin. underneath the face that he skinned off of somebody. I mentioned these zombie cat, but I don't know what these metal things are next to his cheeks. I don't know if it's supposed to be some kind of stitching or what. I don't know what that is.
I'm guessing maybe they're just meant to keep the mouth open?
Maybe. Then there's some kind of bug on his head, and he's got stitches all over like he should. That's perfect for Madballs, because Madballs, even the old ones, love stitches. They like to put stitches all over their...
Yeah, they do.
But Leatherface actually has stitches, so it makes sense.
His lipstick is smeared.
Yeah, the paint isn't perfect on these.
It's pretty good, though. I've definitely seen worse.
Yeah. And he's got a hammer slammed in the back of his head, causing green goop to come out.
The bent hammer.
Mm-hmm. And then you can see, like, his brain is kind of exposed, coming out. Stitches trying to hold it in. Then he's got some nice hair sculpt. He's pretty cool. And here's one of the coolest ones from Alien, and it's a facehugger on somebody's head. One of the crew of the Nostromo from the Aliens movies. Got a Nostromo baseball hat on.
I love the eye popping out.
I know, that's like one of the coolest things. It's like, reminds me of Slobulus with his eyeball falling out. But I love that facehugger on there. And right there's a little button on the hat that says, "Game over!" Like another little reference to the Aliens movies.
I like how everybody's blood is lime green.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's one thing, like, the original Madballs, they had some with blood, like wolf breath. He had blood coming out of him. Then the newer releases, they made the blood green. I guess they didn't want it to be too gory. But I mean, there's an eyeball hanging out, damn it. And you can see the tail wrapped around, the finger claws.
I think you should paint the blood red.
Maybe I should. And I think this is the only figure that has this, but the little name on the hat actually looks like a little decal they stuck on instead of just painting it. So that's cool that they did it that way, because they would have tried to just paint that on. That would not have looked very good. But this one's pretty cool. This is an odd one.
Yeah, I don't understand that choice completely.
It's an alien xenomorph, which, if you know, they have a very long, like, banana-shaped head.
They have a very phallic head.
Yeah, it's meant to be like penis-shaped, but it looks kind of like a banana.
Banana hammock.
But then they turn into a ball. Now, some older Madballs, they had like a football-shaped one. They could have elongated him, made it have a long head, but I don't know. They still kind of made it work. You can still tell it's supposed to be a xenomorph. And he has an inner mouth with a tongue coming out of it.
I would say, though, that one's probably my least favorite.
Yeah, it's my least favorite, too. But it is cool. It does look very Geiger-like with all the little tubes and wires and things. It does look like an alien. It's got the green. This one actually makes sense with the green blood coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
They could have done a little better job painting the inner mouth and the tongue, because you can see the tongue paints up on the inner mouth. But it's still pretty cool. I didn't mention this yet, but these are foam and they're squishy. Or maybe I did mention it, but I didn't actually squeeze them. But yeah, they're squishy.
You can actually throw them at people.
Yeah, and pop them off their heads. Here's another really cool one, the Predator.
I've been thinking while you've been sitting here, and I think this one is my favorite.
Really?
His face just looks really good.
It does.
He definitely has the best paint.
I love his expression too, with his one eye big and his other squinting, like he's going crazy or something. He also makes sense with the green blood, because he has green blood.
And he's a good one to turn into a ball, because
Yeah.
it's a head, and not a big banana head.
Yeah. Well, I like all the detail, all the little black dots, and he's got his little mandible mouth.
But to me, that's what does it, is the eyes and the mouth are really well done, the sculpt, and I mean, the paint's not perfect, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. And they did a good job of making it a ball shape, but also getting this in here. Like all that detail, and that's pretty cool. And on the back, you can see he's got his braids, with the rings on his braids, and then there's like a little skull trophy attached to his braids in the back.
It's like a barrette.
It's pretty damn cool. This is an awesome one. Now here's another really good one, Freddy. They did a pretty good job of getting his hat on there. Even though he's a ball, they got his hat shape on there. You can tell it's supposed to be Freddy's hat.
And they stuck his hand in.
Yeah, they got his... I would not have expected his hand to be on there when I heard they're making these.
Slicing his own face.
Yeah. And one of the blades is going up through the brim of his hat. It's pretty cool. And his brain is exposed, which makes a lot of sense for Freddy because he's done that. And on the back, you get a little bit of his sweater color, so it's cool to you get the red and green stripes on there too. Mm-hmm. You got his burn-up face, looks really nice. I love his expression, he looks insane. This was pretty awesome. Now, the paint ain't perfect, but for as extremely detailed as this one is, I think they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I really liked this one. Once again, he's got the green blood. I think it should be red, but whatever.
Doesn't he have something where he has green blood?
Oh yeah, that's right. There is parts. He cuts off his fingers and there's green blood squirting out. So
I thought so.
Sometimes he does have green blood.
See?
And here's Jason, another really cool one.
He doesn't have green blood.
No. But I love this one. I do have an issue with this one, which I'll go over now. They gave him a full head of black hair. And if you've watched the Friday the 13th movies, you know that Jason's usually either bald or he just has a little bit of scraggly hair. But not a full head of flowing black hair.
It seems like it'd be easier to not give him hair, so I don't really get why they did that.
Yeah.
It's not a huge deal, though. I mean,
no.
Usually looking at his face anyway, it's
yeah,
not that bad.
From the front, it looks pretty damn cool. You know it's Jason. They got the mask. You got the Texaco up there. These are called Texacos. Or BPs.
Is that a 92?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It says 923 in his head.
That's weird.
I don't know if is that on all of them or just ours? I don't know.
I do like all his worms.
Yeah, he's got a lot of worms coming out of him. And all these holes that worms have been crawling through. It's pretty damn cool.
The holes remind me of butterflies.
So he's got holes on his mask and all over his head. So yeah, you can see the green goop coming out of his little hole there. There is sloppy paint, like there's a little bit of ear paint on his hair. The worms are a little bit sloppily painted. Well, actually, really sloppily painted in some spots. I'll probably touch them up at some point. But yeah, that does remind me of them botflies. If you want to see something very disturbing, disgusting, and probably give you nightmares, look up videos of botflies and what they do to you. Look up like human versions, or even there's a really good monkey version.
That stuff gives me the skeeves to begin with, and then thinking about the fact that it's flies, it's just ugh, gross.
But there you can see his exposed brain, some slashes in his mask, goop coming out of his ears. You can see his broken off mask like it is in some of the later movies. You can see his teeth. Looks pretty cool. So this is another really awesome one. Just it bugs me with the hair. I don't know why they did that. So I really like this series. I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm pleased with them. They turned out, I would say, better than I was thinking they would.
Yeah, there was Mondo, who makes Mondo teas. They made a couple of Madballs that we got, and they were pretty awesome. Well, actually, 3 Madballs. And they were supposedly going to make Aliens and Jason Madballs, but then they ended up making something different instead. And I'm guessing this is why, because Kidrobot was making their own horror versions, and they don't need 2 different companies making horror Madballs, the same characters, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I'm just assuming that's what happened. But still, I'm glad these came out, and I hope they make another series. I hope these sell well. I don't know if they can get the Michael Myers license, but I'd like a Michael Myers. I mean, you got Freddy, Jason, Leatherface. You need a Michael Myers.
You know what I want?
What?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space Madballs. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I know that's not going to happen because I don't think there'd be enough people as excited as me, but I want them.
And they could do a Pinhead. They'll probably do a Chucky, but I'm not too fond of Chucky, so I don't really care. But there's lots of characters they could do. I would love to see more of these, even if they're not horror. Just Madballs in general. Like, I love the Madballs. I want them to make more of them.
Well, they could make an It, which...
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
I'm not a huge fan of It, but it would still be an evil clown, so it would make me happy.
Yeah, from the early reviews, it sounds like it's going to be a pretty popular movie, so they could probably make...
Well, I was talking about the old one, but either one.
Yeah. Well, I love these. you got to get them at Best Buy. And like I said, I couldn't find them in the store, but I found them online and picked them up at the store. It's like they have them in the back or something.
Well, maybe it's because they're limited.
I don't know.
It's weird.
Or they're just hanging on some random shelf somewhere and you can't find them. Because they have a toy section, but I didn't see them there. But anyway, they're out now. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
Thanks for watching. Go back.
Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh.